Right, guys, I am leaving the room. I've been here by myself. Good morning, fam. Well, I don't know, it's going to be good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night when y'all watch this vlog. But welcome to a start of a new vlog. My name is, let me get this can out my mouth. My name is LaTanja LaFray. Welcome to the start of a new vlog, guys. Guys, I'm headed to the hospital. My husband, we in Louisiana. My husband had a stroke and I caught it in time. But I'm gonna, once I get settled in my mind frame, everything, I'm gonna sit down and go everything with y'all with him. And he's doing good. Thank the Lord. Thank for everybody's prayers. Asked me, did I get any sleep? No. The hospital they transport him to is 30 minutes from our hotel. And the family be headed to the funeral today, so they have been checking in on me and everything. Look like they had Mardi Gras something here. Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Valentine's Day will be over when y'all guys see this. Today is my anniversary, but I thank the Lord for the 20 years I've been with my husband. We've been together for 20 years, but we haven't been married for 20 years. Let me correct that, folks. I don't want it. But I'm thankful for the 20 years we've been together. Have they been all up and good? No. Would I do it again? Yes. I can say, like I was talking about his cousin, and I was telling him, I said, me and my husband don't have issues. Most, y'all turn around. Most me and my husband issues come from outside with other people, involved with other people. But me and my husband ourselves, we don't have no issues. We are fine. But I will go over everything with you guys. I got peppermint back in my mouth. Sorry y'all about that. I haven't ate anything. His cousin then brought me some homemade chili. Oh my God, that chili was good. I ate that last night. I did have an anxiety attack, and my head was hurting. They gave me something at the hospital. Well, they gave me some Tylenol, and I just sat there and rest. I really didn't get no sleep.
In a quarter of a mile, bear left and then turn left.
Get over. But guys, I keep turning. I will call you guys back. I'm Ashley at the hospital. I see the hospital. And
in 700 feet, bear left onto Coolidge Street and then turn left.
Hey fam, I am back at the room, and I came back to the room to get some rest. My hubby is still in ICU, but actually, thank the Lord, he will be in a regular room tonight. Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone who watched my vlog, and today is my anniversary. I think I can do this. I think I'll let y'all know what's happening. I think I can do y'all my fam. I think I can do this without. Actually, I can do this because through it all, God been in this from the beginning to the end, and I give all my praise to the Most High. Right now, guys, it's a tornado watch. We're at my house. It's a tornado watch. 30 miles from here. The wind was blowing. The rain was hell was dropped. So I prayed. And I said, let me go get my shower. If you're gonna pray, don't worry. So I then got my shower and everything. But guys, we left home. Well, Monday, my husband went to the doctor. And like I said from the beginning, I think I said earlier, his blood pressure was up. He had been complaining about his head been hurt, and I thought I was just telling him maybe your signs, because mine would been bothering. So he did let the doctor know, and that's another conversation we're gonna talk about, getting him another doctor. Because we have doctors that care, and we have doctors just want your money. So I'm trying to see. Let me see. Early Wednesday, Thursday morning, he was up all night. And I said, you okay? He said, I'm hurting. He said, I think it's my gallstone. So I got up, used the bathroom, when I saw it, I said, you threw up? He said, yeah. I said, do you want to go to the ER? He said, no, I'm good. I just need to lay here, and I'm going to take my medicine. He has medicine for his gallstone. Y'all, if I sound like my voice is gone, I'm hoarse. Your girl it been a lot on me. But so why the heck is she touching my camera? Look. That's why I had to get my son, get to the house. My daughter left. I was get to my house, teenager. But I'm not worried about that. So Thursday, he laid down for a minute, then he got up. And I said, you all right? He said, yes, I'm going to, what is, I said, he said, yeah, I'm going to go get some gas in the car and get the car cleaned up. And I said, okay. And we got up Friday. And we normally, guys, I don't care where we traveling, it depends. If we traveling 6 to 7 hours, we normally on the road about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get on the road about 9. And that's unusual for us. My husband, he was moving slow. I didn't rush him because I knew he'd been sick. So I said, Ben, we don't have to go. I said 2 times this week. I said it Thursday and I said it Friday. He said, no, I'm good. Because, y'all, I'm sorry about it, because I'm like, so we got on the road and we got in Alabama. He said, could you drive? Now, guys, my husband, when we traveling, my husband drive everywhere. I don't care how long, 12, 7, 8, 4, wherever. My husband's not going to let me drive. Only way he let me drive is if he tired. So he said, could you drive? And so I said, babe, we don't have to go. We could we could be at home. He said, no, I'm good. I just need to get me some sleep and rest. So I said, okay. We passed by Buc-ee's in Auburn, which we normally stop. So I said, you need to go to the restroom and things. And now I'm good. So we got to Mississippi, which I didn't know they had. Last time we went to Louisiana was in July last year. And I did see I remember seeing the Buc-ee's. They said Buc-ee's coming soon, but I didn't know where. But anyway, they have a new Buc-ee's in Mississippi. We stopped, and my husband, he was having difficulty getting out the car, and I noticed. So I told him to get back in the car. I said, what do you need at the store? He said, just get him some ice. I got him some ice. We made it to the hotel. It took like 20 minutes for him to get out of the car. And I got his cane. We came to the room. I told him to sit down. Let me get him undressed and still get a shower. Guys, when he sat down, he's float, his whole face twist, mouth twist, eyes, and I'm like, oh my God. I said, you having a stroke. So I had to get myself together because I used my nerves. My nerve was bad. It was bad. So I called his cousin because I'm not from here. I knew all the family was here. And I said, where's y'all nearest hospital? And she said, cuz of what's going on. So I told her, and I said, I'm going to call 911. So by that time, my husband said, let me get my shower. So I helped him in the shower, gave him a shower, and I got him on the bed. He laid down in the bed. And he was heavy, y'all. And I'm helping him. He couldn't bend over. He couldn't tie your shoes. He couldn't do none of that. And he was moving very stiff. And his cousin called back with the ER nurse. And she said, man, what seemed to be the problem? I told him, she said, you need to get him to the hospital ASAP, and you need to tell them he having a stroke before he won't be in the lobby. So I said, I'm going to call 911. My husband said, no, don't call 911. I said, no, you don't have no choice. I'm calling 911. I called 911. I said, do not move off this bed. He said, I'm not. I can't move. I can't move. I went downstairs to let the front desk know what was going on. So he said, I'm calling 911. So by the time I got upstairs, I heard the ambulance. He said, that's them? I said, most likely. So they got him, and they asked him questions. They said they noticed his right side was weak. So they got him on the stretcher, and that's when y'all see him on the last vlog. I was behind them, waiting to them to leave. So they was, I guess, doing the vital sign, wherever they were doing in the back of the truck. So, guys, I didn't realize the emergency room was next door. Well, I'm not from here. I'm not from here. I said, okay, so the ladies at the front desk, the administrator, she asked me all the questions about insurance, his name, emergency contact, everything. And by that time, I saw them take him in the back. I said, what are they getting ready to take him? And they said they was taking him to get him a CT scan. So when I seen them bring him back, the registration lady told me to go with them. So I went in the back, and by the time his cousin came up there, and well, both of them stay here. One of them have a house here, and one have a house in Texas. So they came straight to the hospital. The doctor came back. He said, if you didn't get your husband here the time you got him here, we would have had a different outcome. Y'all, I'm relieved now, because I'm going to get to everything, guys. He said, you would have had a different outcome. He said, your husband was having a stroke. He said he'd have a blood clot on the back of his head. I dropped, his cousin got me. Y'all know, it just went from there. And she said, oh, I heard the cousin, oh my God. So he said, we have to get him, I think it's TNA, TPKA, if you, I can't think, but you probably know what I'm talking about. He said, we're in a time frame that he need this. He said, what it gonna do, it gonna dissolve that blood clot. He said, but what I'm gonna tell you is not gonna guarantee that the blood clot won't come back. I said, what you mean? He said, it would dissolve. He said, but I don't know when would it come back. So I said, okay. He said, but you have to make this decision. And so I'm like, I don't like be put in this position. And I asked my husband, I said, what do you want me to do? He said, Tanya, do what you have to do to get me back where I was. So I told the doctor, I said, go ahead. So they put this medicine through his IV, and they was checking him every 15 minutes. Guys, the hospital that we was at, I felt they better than my hospital back home. I felt, I'm not going to, because our hospital have a great trauma team. They was much better than the hospital on base, which I've been telling my husband he need to get away from the military doctor and get him a good primary doctor, which I'm going to do that when we get back. So they checked him. They had him raise his foot up. He couldn't get his foot up much, and they did say he was still weak on his right side. And the normal test they do, raise your hand, put your hand here, put your hand here. How many? Just the normal test they do. So each time they checked him, they say it was getting better. I said, thank you, Lord. So I think the hospital only equipped like 30 bed. It's not like a bed that equipped for like ICU stuff. So they said, we're going to have to transfer him to a different hospital. And I said, okay. So he said, with the capability that the care he need, we can't do it there. We just here to get him stable where he needs to get. I said, okay. So I think it was like 1:30. His cousin had brought me, his other cousin came, but his cousin showed up. My husband family, I love them, do you? On his daddy's side, but they brought me something to drink, they brought me something to eat, and because they said, and guys, my chest was hurting, and my head was hurting. I said, my chest hurting, my head hurt. So they said, you have an anxiety attack. So they told me I need to sit down. So the nurse went and got me 2 Tylenols to take. So I took the 2 Tylenol, and by that time, other cousin had left to get and brought me some homemade chili. Oh my God, the chili was so good. And hold on, y'all. Okay, guys, situation going on at home. My son handling, but I came back to the room, which I didn't get no sleep because I was worried, and they called me about 3 o'clock and said they was getting ready to transport him, and the nurse said, she said, you looked tired, and she said, we don't need you to get hurt trying to go down the road, because the hospital where he at is 30 minutes from this hotel. And she said he gonna be in good hand. Anything happen, they will contact you. So I said, okay. I still really didn't sleep, but I was out and on. And so this morning, I got up at 7. I set my alarm at 7, take a shower, and get ready to head up the road. And by that time, I got a shower. The nurse had called. She said, hello, this is this miss. I said, yes, it is. And she said, I said, is my husband all right? And she laughed. I said, my husband okay? She said, yes, ma'am, he's fine. She said, he's good, he doing good. Everything good. And before I left the hospital, because his blood pressure went up from 182 to 100. And they did get that down and stuff. And I think they said that was caused because he was in pain too. They said he just had a lot of stuff going on. So today, they told me I couldn't, which I ain't never heard that. I said, he said, no, ma'am, Visa, I was in the hospital is from 9, in the ICU is from 9 to 8 p.m. She said, you can't. I said, I'm his wife. She said, no. She said, I understand. She said, no, family can't come to 9. I said, okay. I said, what I'll do, I'll leave here at 8:30, head that away. And so his other cousin that stayed back in the room, all of them were headed this way for the funeral. They said they were going to stop by. And I think we both got there at the same time, because when I was walking in to get checked in, they was at elevator, and I called her name. They said, there go Tanya right there. So they all came and embraced me and stuff. And I went upstairs, and they checked in on, they left to go back to the funeral. Well, all of them didn't come back there because they had to get back down the road, get ready for the funeral. So, hold on, y'all. All right, I had to get some more battery juice for y'all. But the neurologist doctor came in. He said, he texted him again, his leg, guys. I got him up farther than he did when he was at the other emergency room. He's in ICU. Well, he's gonna be coming. Well, when I went today, he was in ICU. And so he said, yeah, he don't look like he had a stroke. I said, sir, when I saw him, his mouth twisted, he flunked like this. I said, his tongue, I said, he was having a stroke. So he said the medicine that they gave him helped him. So he said, I'm going to do MRI to double check him. And my husband said, could he eat? And so the neuro, he said, you haven't been eating? And he said, no. He said, well, I see you moving, you talking. I said, well, the nurse said they have to wait. So he said, no, I made that decision. And so he said, you can eat. I'm going to let them know. So he said, so the nurse came in. She said, I'm going to feed you some ice and let you drink to see how you swallow and eat. So she said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and order you some food. That's my son. I don't know. Why would they, he in ICU, why would they start him out with some fried chicken? And it was seasoned. So I gave him, he didn't want it. I gave him a mashed potato, he didn't want it. But he did eat all the fruits and the sherbet. I'm doggone talking like I done had the doggone stroke. Sherbet, he ate all that. And he drank his water. And he went back to sleep. And I kept checking in on the nurse, kept coming in. The nurse would come at that time. The nurse was checking in on every 30 minutes. And she said they were waiting for them to get him to do the MRI. So they finally came and got him about 3 to do the MRI. And so his cousin had came back by before she went back to Baton Rouge. And she left. After she left, that when they got him. And she said, I think, guys, it was like 20 minutes. Cause I had told her cousin, I said, no, my MRI take about an hour and a half to come at. Child, that hospital on it, baby. That jump was back in 20 minutes. She said his MRI came back. And as far as me looking at his MRI, she said, I don't see no more blood clot. She said, wherever the medicine that they gave him last night, it cleared everything. Y'all, when she said that, I said, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, I was praying. My family was praying. His family praying. And my girls, they were praying. Because I did notify them. They know who they are. Kimberly and Tanya. But yeah, I notified. I let them know. And they stayed in. Matter of fact, I got to reply back to Kimberly. Kimberly, I got you, girl. I got about probably 50 texts I got to answer back. But so tonight they moved him in his room, and they said the room they moved him in, it'll have a sofa like bed in there that I'll be more comfortable. Baby, they had them chairs. So my husband, he said I'm just finna go to sleep. Won't you get back to the room and get some rest? And I said, yeah. I said, I'm tired. And he said, yeah, go to the room and get you some rest. So I've been here editing, which I got everything edited. I'm gonna get it posted for you guys tomorrow. So this is gonna be part 2 from part 1. So probably I get this edit and probably get this posted to y'all Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, my husband, he doing good. He called me about an hour ago because he wanted to make sure I had his wallet. I said, you sound like yourself. I said, you talking clear and stuff. He said, Tanya, I'm cold. I said, well, you in ICU. I said, do you need me to call and tell? I said, push the button for the nurse and tell them to get you a warm blanket. I said, but I did see she was doing wrong. I said, so I don't know, do they get taught correctly doing nursing or what? I said, when she bring you that warm blanket, she's supposed to take the old blanket off, put the warm blanket on you, then put the other blanket on top of you. I said, but I seen her brought the warm blanket and put on top the cold blanket. I said, that's not what she's supposed to do. I said, so when she bring it, that's what you tell her to do. And I did ask him, I said, did they give you a bath? He said, yeah, they came and washed me up. And so I took his toothbrush out because I curbed him. I said, oh, your breath. I said, they ain't getting that for this. So I asked the nurse for it. She never did it. So I had brought his toothbrush and all that stuff with me just in case he needed. So I had brought it and brushed his teeth for him and stuff. And yeah, guys, I left some of it out because I didn't want to tell all my husband the personal business. But guys, that's on our anniversary, my husband in the hospital. But I played our song that we like to hear by Charlie Wilson anniversary. Today is I played that in the room. He was laying in the bed, and he told me he loved me. I told him I love him. Child, this scared the heck out of me. I did notify his kids. His oldest son, my husband have 2 girls, 2 boys. Well, he's supposed to have 5. I haven't met the other daughter. But I contacted his kids, and his older daughter, not too long. I talked to her, and I talked to his older son, and I called my sister-in-law and my 2 sisters-in-law in New Jersey. They was on the phone, and my sister Sonia Washington, you thank you, love you, girl. She went into prayer she went right in prayer when we was on the phone. And when she said when she in the prayer, saying praying for many more years anniversary, and it clicked to me. I said, "Oh my God, today is Valentine's Day. It's my anniversary." I said, it just don't click on me. But guys, and Risha, guys, I'm gonna put Risha channel up here. Let me see. I'm gonna put her channel up there, guys. Y'all go watch her channel. You gonna love it. Home decor. You gonna love it. I love her channel. And subscribe to her channel. Y'all watch her channel. Watch it to the end. So y'all go, if y'all ain't watching my girl, go watch her channel. It's her anniversary. Happy anniversary to you and your husband too. Risha, I pray that you guys have many, many, many more years to come. But I'm going to, guys, go ahead and call y'all back tomorrow. I sound like to tornado warning, whatever going on, have stopped. Thank the Lord. I prayed, and it seemed like it's quiet out there. I'm going to go ahead and get me some sleep. I'm going to finish watching YouTube till I fall asleep and get up and head to the hospital with my husband. But after, yeah, I'll call y'all tomorrow. But guys, that was the biggest scare of my life. No, my daughter death. That wasn't a scare because she was gone, but that was the biggest scare of my life. Is it right here? I mean, it's a leak here. I thought I heard something drop. But yeah, I'm not ready for my husband leaves me. No. But y'all continue and keep my husband in your prayer, me in your prayer. And yeah, keep me in your prayer. I want to thank my cousin, Living Life Alone. Thank you for always being there with me, for me, helping me, talking to me, encouragement word. Because, matter of fact, guy, my head was hurting. And I know that it started hurting and stuff when I'm like getting stressed out and stuff. I said, let me quit if I be to have aneurysm. I ain't been playing, but the devil is a lie. And she was like, raise your hand up. Can you lift your hand so I can lift my hand up and stuff? And so she let me know that that's what she was asking, make sure I was having no stroke. But I got myself that I'm not letting anything worry me. My grandkids, that gonna be grandkids. The other one be out soon. I already know he gonna hit the road because if he can leave now, he'll leave. But I think that's it, guys. I think I touched base on everything. And I'm just overjoyed. I'm overjoyed. I am thankful for God. When I say, if you don't believe in that man up above, thank you. Hey fam, how y'all doing? I forgot when I picked, let me turn this mic on. I forgot when did I pick you guys up. But I was just drained. I was drained. I was drained emotionally, think about a lot of stuff. Woulda, coulda, what could have happened. So I was drained. I just took that time to be with my husband. But praise report is the neurologist said the medicine that they gave him, and let me call y'all back. I need to get this part. Okay, I've seen a part, and I said, let me, I'm on the other side of the road, but I see a part right there by the hospital. So let me see, can I get over there and get that part? But yeah, guys, the neurology has cleared my husband. And he said that the medicine that they gave him back when we was in Jennings, Louisiana at the emergency room, that hospital was there. So they transport him to this hospital here in Lafayette, Louisiana. So my husband has to wear a heart monitor, and he has to be put on aspirin, and then what started bothering him is his gallstone. So that was keeping his blood pressure up and his temperature up. So they did, I thought I saw somebody came out of this park over here. Where that car came from? And it said reserved for a physician. Why the physician park came? I thought that car came, I guess it came from right there. Let me go back where I was, y'all. But yeah, they did the MRI. They said his gallstone, it has his pancreas swollen, and so they did give him some antibiotics and stuff for that, and he's going to be released today. They wanted to keep him to do the surgery, but they couldn't do the surgery because the medicine they gave him is like a blood thinner. He would have bled everywhere. So my husband just told him to see about getting with his doctor to schedule the surgery back home, because he said, I'm here and none of my family here. He said he don't want me down here by myself any longer, and he'd rather be closer to home too. Even though my husband's family's here, they have been, like I told y'all, they've been right there with me. They asked me to stay with them, but I knew me. I would rather stay in a hotel, because when I'm dealing with stuff, especially emotionally, I like to be by myself. It's not that I'm going to do something to myself. It's just I like to be by myself. So we're going to be leaving out today soon. They discharged him. The doctor did tell me, because I did ask the doctor, do we need to fly back home? Because our son and my daughter said they'll come by and get the car. And so they said no, he can drive home. He just I just have to stop every 2 hours to let him stretch his leg. So it's gonna be a good long drive back home, but it's gonna be worth it, because I have my husband with me in the car with me. So they say I just have to stop and just let him open the door, and he just has to stand there for a minute and stretch for he won't get another blood clot. So let me go in the house, because it is 9:13. They don't let nobody in till 9 o'clock. I guess every hospital is different. His toiletry bad. But guys, I will call you and keep you posted. I have to let my husband, because he worried about talking about our anniversary. I said, I'm not thinking about no anniversary. We've been together long enough. We have anniversary all the time. And actually, it was our anniversary, but it was just my husband wanted to bring me the Mardi Gras, and our family said they had a great time. They said, well, it was fun. But guys, when I left the hospital, what's today? Today Monday. When I left the hospital on Saturday, Lafayette, they was getting ready to have their Mardi Gras. I said, oh my God, I got caught up in this traffic. So what I did, I drove myself away from it, and I knew the GPS was going to direct me back on what I need to go, because everywhere I turned, they had a block. Traffic was crazy. So I did tell my husband, look, we got plenty of time for me to go to a Mardi Gras. It ain't that serious. And which y'all, I told y'all, if I say something, like if I say, oh, I ain't never been to Dallas or something, My husband's going to make it happen that I go to Dallas. Wherever I say, oh, I want to do this, he going to make it happen. But we're going to talk later. I'm going to go in the hospital to see, they have my husband's stuff ready and let them know, look, hey, because y'all already know, discharge can take all day. This not fit to be an all day thing because we have to get up this road. But I'll call you guys back. Love y'all. Hey fam, we still here. My husband, pancreas, and he have colonitis going on in his spine real bad. And right now they just took him down to get an MRI to see did the swelling go down. If the swelling haven't go down, they schedule him for Wednesday to have it drained. Early today I was very emotional and I had an encounter with a nurse. I'm much better now. I have a strong support system and everything, but so far, we still here in Louisiana, guys. I'm just speechless right now, so I'll try to keep everybody updated on this. And actually, I'm going to do a vlog on the signs of stroke for if someone around you or a loved one have the temperature of a stroke, for you catch the early signs of it. I had an uncle who had strokes too. He's walking, doing good and stuff. My aunt just not allowing him to do certain stuff, and that's what gonna be doing with my husband. Let me turn this TV down because it's hot. All three parades roll through. It's been a beautiful day out here. We're on the patio. Weather feels great. Close this door. Oh, this is wrong, guys. This the room. This bed go there. They have the sleeper bed over there in the corner. Full side bath over there with the shower and tub, everything in the commode. And so this is my little area. Before we moved in this room, I was in the ICU with no, the chairs weren't comfortable or anything. I couldn't stay. So this room, I can stay. Our son was coming down Wednesday to relieve me if I could go home to see anything I need to get done. But my daughter there to take care of that and get some more change of clothes. But I'm going to I ain't no problem going to Walmart and find me some light sweatsuit. And my cousin, she going to get me some underclothes, which is a good thing, guys. I did pack enough underclothes, and I have outfit for I think 1 or 2 more days. And I always, whenever, like if I stay in someone, like I said, for a weekend, I'm gonna put 7 days worth underclothes for me and my husband. Vice versa, if we're going somewhere for 7 days, I'm gonna put 14 days. It's gonna double up than what we are, cause you never know what will happen. So this is my life, and it's hurtful. It's hard to see your husband going through this. But anyway, the nurse we had this morning, the doctor came before I came, cause visit hours at 9, so I got here by 9:15, and I was asking her questions and stuff, cause I'm like, no one telling me that. And so I said he was told to me he was going home. She said, I don't see that nowhere in the chart. Where did he get that from? I said, it was, ma'am, he was told that. And she said, well, right now he's not going nowhere. His temperature been high. So I said, what his temperature been? It been high. So his temperature been, guys, it been at a level that he don't have to stay. His temperature been at 199.6, like that. That's is that's not nothing to keep you in the hospital. I know this. So tell me the root why y'all keep him. So uh, no, I asked her, well, what did the doctor say? So she asked my husband, what did the doctor say? He said, no, I don't remember. Just you tell me. She said, no, you tell me. I said, ma'am, go get me his caseworker who's on his case. Go get me the caseworker. Because, whenever you sign the hospital, each patient have a caseworker that work in their case. And so she said, I'll do that. So they brought the caseworker in. And I just told the caseworker, I said, she's very rude. I said, well, I never had no issues since he been in the hospital. That's the only issue we had the night nurses not 10 or checking in on him. I said, well, the day nurse she been A plus. I said, but I don't know what is her problem. But today is not the day because I'm ready to go home and my husband ready to go home and I can see he frustrated because she being rude to him. And so she said, well, we're not going to have that. And I was talking to her, everything, what's going on. I was explaining to her, look, we out of town. I don't have no family here, which I do have my in-laws here, but they're like 30 minutes to an hour away. My girlfriend, her family's here, but it just, when you're going through stuff, you likes to be to yourself. So she went and brought the doctor in. The doctor explained everything, understand them clear and everything, and let me know what was going on. And next thing I know, after that, we had two different nurses, and they were so sweet and nice and everything. My thing is, if you in these different fields and you don't like your job, especially in medical field, you don't need to be rude with these patients when you're in medical field. I've been in medical field myself. I was not no RN or LPN, but I did start out coming up young doing a CNA. So they were nice. So they finally got him out of ICU. He was out of ICU, but he was in ICU because they didn't have no beds available. So that new nurse explained to me, said when patient come in the ER, they would bed them first before they bed the room the patient. They would room them before they room the people in the ICU because they already in a bed. So they finally got him a room from Saturday, and today is Monday. And this the room we in, and because I was letting them know, they gave me a piece of paper showing different, because I was in back home where I stayed in the out of town guest guide, that we have a house called Ronald McDonald House, and they have rooms and stuff for the patient family can stay in and stuff. They don't have this here. They just have different hotel. They give discount. I get discount anyway, so I don't need that. So they say, well, the room we finna put him in, you can stay there all night as long as you want to, shower, whatever you need to do. So I said, okay, because my family back home, my family been calling, asking what I need. I need money. Do I need to get room? They gotta, which I'm fine. Me and my husband fine on that, like I said. But I think the most thing we were most ready to get home. But most thing right now, my concern, like I told him, I said since they finding everything, they working on everything, the doctor doing what they supposed to. We just gonna stay here till they get all that done for you. So guys, I think this probably another short vlog. I'm gonna go ahead and close the vlog out. I'm gonna call them back because I think in another hour I'm just gonna put my phone on do not disturb. Just allow his siblings, my kids and his kids to contact us because I am overwhelmed and just drained. And child, the girl done cried on lashes off. But I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog, guys. I really appreciate and thank everyone for your prayers and concern, everything for the comments on the last vlog. I really appreciate it. But I'm going to go ahead and close the vlog, and I'll get y'all updated on my husband. I had a blessed anniversary, because the blessed anniversary that God allowed my husband to live. And I'm grateful and thankful for that. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you later before I get emotional again. And it just scared me, because you've been with someone 20 years and to think you were going to lose that person. Yeah. But I'll talk to you later. Talk to you later. Love you.